Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, I would like to introduce myself. My name is Diva Wijaya and my identification number 2110 73 10 and 15. Okay, on this video, I would like to tell about error analysis and interlanguage. First is error and error analysis. Errors is reflects gaps of in learner's language. They occur because the learner doesn't doesn't know what what the correct what is correct from the sentence. So there are good reasons for focusing on errors. The first is they are a beneficial feature of learner language. The second one is it is useful for teachers to know what errors that learners make. And then the third is help learners to learn when they make an error. So there are some steps to analyze an errors. The first one is identifying errors. To identify errors, we have to compare the sentences learners producing to the correct sentences in the target language. For example, is a man and a little boy was watching him. The first sentence, and the second sentence is a man and a little boy were watching him. By comparing the two sentences, we can see that the was instead of were and error subject verb agreement. Um, so the next step is describing errors. It is classifying errors can help us to diagnose learners learning problems of their development. And then the third steps is explaining errors. It is errors are not systematic. Many of them are universal. Of course, not all error universal, but some of them is common. Only two learners who share the same mother tongue. The last steps is error evaluation. Um, we need to evaluate our errors for the learners, because the purpose of the error analysis is to help learners learn in a second language or L2. So the next material is interlanguage. To understand what is interlanguage, we need to briefly consider behaviorist learning and mentalist views of language learning. Uh, so, what is interlanguage? The concept of interlanguage offers a general account of how second language takes place. The first is behaviorist learning theory. Behaviorist learning theory, language learning is like any other kind of learning in the involves habit formation. A habit is stimulus response connection. The second one is mentalist theory of language learning. In the mentalist theory of first language acquisition emerge. According to this, we can conclude that only human beings are capable of learning language. The human mind is occupied with a faculty of learning language. So, uh, it is input is needed, but only trigger the operation of the language acquisition device. Okay, that's all from my explanation. If I have mistakes, please forgive me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.